Suddenly closed, supposedly a result of plumbing problems, they said. Tonight, Hillsborough County Commissioner, who worked with Walmart for years, says he has plenty of questions. ABC Action News investigator Adam Walser joins us live with what he's learned. Adam?
Well, Brendan, in Midland, Texas, which until Monday was home to one of the top 10 busiest Walmart stores in the country, the city building official told me his plumbing inspector was sent away when he offered to help secure permits. While the company claimed to have plumbing problems, a longtime employee of a tax service located in that store said she never saw a plumber or an out-of-order restroom in 3 years. Now, this was the scene at the Brandon Walmart Monday night during a 5-hour store closing sale. That store pays more than $243,000 a year in Hillsborough County ad valorem taxes and collects many times that amount in sales tax revenues. The store appeared to have been fully stocked with perishables when the sudden closure was announced. Fresh cut flowers were on hand at the Tulsa store. The I-team has learned that no plumbing permits have been pulled in any of those cities. Permits in Midland, Texas showed that 70 plumbing fixtures were just replaced in an 8-week period 3 years ago. That store never closed during the renovation. Hillsborough County Commissioner Victor Chris says Walmart officials didn't even mention plumbing issues when they reached out to him to inform him that 400 people would lose their jobs.
It's really too early to tell whether or not there were mistakes made or there's issues to be held accountable for. But we're going to watch, we're going to look, we're going to listen, and we're going to make the appropriate steps if we see anything that is wrong.
Every official I spoke to said this week's action was extremely unusual for Walmart, which always notifies officials ahead of renovation plans and normally seeks permits weeks in advance. I'm my team investigator Adam Walser taking action for you.
Eyesores or opportunities. Empty Walmarts sit all over the country, including right here in Lockport, Amherst, and now Cheektowaga.
But if it's not Walmart's responsibility to keep the vacant properties viable, then who? As 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jill Perkins tells us, one of these towns is already taking action, hopeful to bring a new box store to Western New York.
Whether you like them,
save money, live better,
or not. Walmart stores are a part of the Western New York community. But what happens when the neighborhood store moves to a bigger, better location and leaves behind what the industry calls dark stores, like this one in Cheektowaga's Thruway Plaza?
Walmart still has their lease. The owner of the plaza is DDR Development.
And that means the future of this dark store is out of Cheektowaga Town Supervisor Diane Benchkowski's hands. A big concern of hers is the other stores left behind in the Thruway Plaza will lose business with Walmart gone. The retail giant opened a new supercenter just a few miles away last month. But even though the property is Cleveland-based DDR's to sell, Cheektowaga is targeting a store many in Western New York could be excited about.
We could do so much with it. I know that we've reached out to IKEA to possibly come to Cheektowaga, and I think that would be a great location for them.
But Cheektowaga isn't the only place in Western New York where dark stores exist. Vacant Walmart storefronts sit in Amherst and Lockport, but in these cases the buildings are no longer Walmart's responsibility because their leases expired in 2014 and 2015 respectively. A spokesman for Walmart told me, quote, "We will continue to maintain our Cheektowaga property on the weekly basis until our lease is up. At that time, whoever owns the building would be responsible for upkeep and maintenance, which would be the current case in Amherst and Lockport." The spokesman also said Walmart does what they can to market dark stores for new use. In McAllen, Texas, this old Walmart is now a 23,000 square foot public library. The Amherst dark store is owned by the Benchmark Group, and in Lockport, town officials who didn't want to appear on camera say the property also belongs to DDR, which is looking to sell it to Flom Management out of Rochester. I've reached out to all three companies and have yet to hear back. When it comes to IKEA, they have no plans to come to Western New York because at this time we don't meet their population criteria. Jill Perkins, 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Jill. It's been a very busy night for Jill Perkins.
Yes, playing triple duty for us.
Very nice job, as always.
New at 10 at Tulsa Walmart that's been closed for nearly 3 months now is apparently still open to thieves. Last week, Tulsa police say a man broke into the store at Admiral Memorial. But tonight, we're learning what else is going on inside that building from a couple of unlikely sources. Fox 23's Jonathan McCall is reporting live for us with the video and details you'll see first tonight on Fox 23 News.
Well, since that store closed back in April, Clay, many people have been wondering exactly what's been going on inside the walls here. Tonight, we're getting some answers in the form of a video featuring 2 Tulsa police officers. For the last few months,
you have to drive from here to, like I say, either the Sand Springs or you're going to have to drive to 21st.
Ted Baldwin has added a few more miles to his grocery trips. That's because the Walmart he usually shops at Memorial and Admiral has been closed since April. We told you then the store was one of 5 across the country closed abruptly. Walmart officials say it was to fix plumbing issues. Rumors, though, have run rampant since then that the store would be torn down or even used as part of a government operation.
No, there's no FEMA center in there. There's no black helicopter.
But now, 2 Tulsa police officers are spilling secrets about what's really happening inside.
Man, they're gutting the whole thing.
This nearly 7-minute video shot by Brian Moore shows Tulsa officers Billy Burson and Daryl Ross chatting about everything from good cops, store security, and even more. Moore came across the duo while using his drone.
We had a break-in down there, and we were flying right above us. We were just wondering if the guys that broke in are laying down on the roof.
TPD sources tell me it's likely someone tried breaking into the store to see if there was work actually being done. At the site today, we found this permit filed with the city of Tulsa back on June 5th. Contractors on site tell me they're trying to replace some 2 miles of plumbing, the goal before Black Friday. It can't come soon enough for some folks like Baldwin.
That'd be a whole lot of help to everybody if they would open that back up.
And we did reach out to Walmart officials today to try and get their comment on this video and whether or not how soon these doors will be open. But so far, we have not heard back from them as of now. If you want to see that entire video for yourself, we've posted it on our website at fox23.com. Live tonight in East Tulsa, I'm Jonathan McCall.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7, and it reads this: At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Kol Holayim La, Al-Banawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, and it reads this: At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that time is going to be judgment. Okay, famine, pestilence, martial law. Okay, as you saw in those previous videos, the reason why those Walmarts are closing down and they're being told about plumbing issues, etc. You know, all types of lies and deceit. They're really preparing those stores that were closed for to be used as facilities for FEMA camps. Okay, to gather you Babylonians and, you know, first and foremost, you Israelites, you Jakes, man. Okay, so that's going to be a day of distress, a day of Esau really making you submit and commit to him. Okay, but the only ones that will be saved out of these troubles is going to be the remnant, the elect, the ones that was predestinated to be saved and chosen. And so I can also chosen before the creation and the foundation of the earth, man. Okay, and this also reminds you of something that Yahushua said. Before I get there and read it one more time, Jeremiah 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and yes, you know, Jacob's going to go through hell, but the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, is going to put all nations through hell in this time. But he shall be saved out of it. Now, Yahushua basically quoted this. He basically said this in somewhat of the same way. Okay, let me grab this real quick. When he was talking about 70 AD, but we can also line that precept up with this time that he had spoke of. So this is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. Okay? And that's going to be Jacob's trouble. And again, you know, Yahushua was referring to that time when he was walking the earth of 70 AD. But again, we can also take this precept and line it up with this time. And why am I making that a clarification? I'm going to read on, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, okay, which is now, the latter days. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. Because as you know and as you see, man, these days go by quick, man. They go by really quick, the months, the weeks, the years. Okay, you're just starting to get up in age. The time is flying. And that's the Lord making the days go quick. Because as the scriptures say, there shall no flesh be saved. Okay, because we're dealing with a madman, a psychopath, man. Okay, Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man. So again, to prove that these stores are being used for the preparation for what's to come, you know, to facilitate you Babylonians, man. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6. And I'm going to start off at verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Okay, and the Walmart is a supermarket for food, clothes, electronics, etc. Okay, and you know Walmart has deals that everybody goes to Walmart for. You know, they deals and everything that they offer. Okay, Walmart basically has anything that you need. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And they're being made empty for a purpose. Not because Walmart is going out of business. Okay. And if I'm correct, I believe that the Walmarts are owned by a Jewish family or Jewish person that started Walmarts, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But, you know, this is being government contracted to use these facilities for the up and coming things that Esau Edom is going to push. Verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. Because, yeah, you know, what is Esau's MO? Order out of chaos. And he's going to bring that chaos to put that fear in your spirit to do what? To run to him for help, to run to him for answers, to run for him for redemption, to run to them for comfort. Okay, this devil, man, he's going to create some type of which mainly is witchcraft and some type of chaos to make you gravitate and seek his knowledge, seek his answers, man. Okay. Point blank period, man. But at the end of the day, man, you know, these red, silverback, thin-lipped cave gorillas think they're in control, but they're actually doing the will of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Let's get this real quick. And this is going to be a short lesson. I got one more precept after this, and we'll just close it out. This is Jeremiah chapter 6. And I'm going to start off at verse 10 and end off at verse 13. And it reads this: to whom shall I speak and give warning? And that's our job, man, to warn our people, to inform our people of the things that the Lord is going to bring to pass, and who the Lord is going to use to bring forth the judgments, man. Okay, because as we know in Psalm 17, verse 13, Esau Edom is the Lord's sword, man. Okay, and you know, we also in Sirach chapter 9, man, we're supposed to stay far away from the man that has power to kill, man. Okay, the man that loves to and has the desire to seek blood, man, to seek oppressing people, man. Okay, to whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? And the only ones that's going to hear is the remnant. Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is unknown to them, a reproach. They have no delight in it. And we see it, man. We see this amongst even, Jakes that claim they're in the truth. You got Jake saying they're part of the 12. We can't move unless they say we can move. All types of just utter madness. You got to shoot the Holy Spirit in your girl. We got to pull Yahweh Shai down from the heavens. There's all type of madness. Them too. They can't hearken and hear the Lord's voice, man. Because the Lord got them in a trick bag. Verse 11. Therefore, I am full of the fury of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I am weary with holding in. And we don't withhold it in. We confess it. Okay, it's burning in us, man. And that's why we're so eager to speak and clarify these words, man. To tell the people, man. It's in our spirit, man. We, brothers don't feel right, if they ain't preaching. Brothers don't feel right if they ain't doing lessons. Brothers don't feel right if they ain't prophesying, man. And that's what we're doing, man. And it's burning in us to do this constantly, man. Okay? And that also proves, man, there's no such thing as free will. I will pour out upon the children abroad. And that's what the Lord is doing through his prophets. And upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband, okay, with the wife shall be taken. Okay, taken to what? These FEMA camps, these closed down Walmarts. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken. The age with him that is full of days. Okay, because as it says in Baruch and Deuteronomy 28 and Salakia, and also in the song of the three holy children, man, that these cave girls don't have no pity over the young or the old, man. Okay, and their houses shall be turned onto others, because they have decrees that they made back probably like 10, 15 years ago, that they can take your property, use your land for whatever, take your vehicles, anything they want. They have made these bills, and they've already been passed. See, Esau preps. He plans out stuff. These things which he believes he's doing, but it's all of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, have been planned out for years, more than 10 years, maybe even 50 years. Esau plans stuff out, okay, and he pushes each portion out, when the Lord tells him to, okay. And their houses shall be turned onto others with their fields, like I just said, and wives together. So some of these people might snatch up your wife, keep your wife for a play toy, just like when these Babylonians, these Americans go to other countries. You really think they just letting them, if they see a woman that they like, you really think they're just not gonna snatch that woman up? Yes, there's been stories told about this stuff, man. Yes. For I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness. Okay, everybody's is living in the flesh, less than that the stuff that brings forth no profit, man. Okay, living in the day and not thinking about the repercussions of tomorrow. Not thinking about that you're going to have to answer for your actions, okay? Living in sin, living in transgressions against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And from the prophet, even unto the priest, everyone dealeth falsely. And we see that, man. And again, not just in these harlot houses, not just in these other bullshit stronghold religions, Muslim 5%, Buddhist, etc., but also you fake, phony Israelites claim to be prophets, claim to be priests, man. Okay? That's trying to create another path and not trying to follow the instructions of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. And this is going to be judgment for our people, man. And that's why the Lord got Esau doing these things, man. That's why he got him closing down. See, as you see right there, man. There's no FEMA center in there. There's no black helicopters. Now, you see how you laughing when they say that, man? Come on, man. We know what it is, man. But let's close out. The point is made, man. This don't need to be a long lesson. This is Lamentations, chapter 3. Because, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is going to put the spirit on Esau, man, and start, showing you who he really is. Especially you jakes that love your oppressor. Lamentations, chapter 3. Starting off at verse 52. Mine enemies chased me sore. Okay, because, you know, in these days to come, man, you know, Esau is going to just, you know, apply that sword, man, that blessing, man. He ain't going to show no reverence, no pity, no compassion, no sympathy, no second guessing. He ain't going to spare nothing, man. Okay, it's going to come to the point, if you don't want to take heed to what's going on, man, he might just clap you in the street, man. Ain't going to be no conversation. Either you going to do what we say, or you just going to die right here. That's what it's coming to, man. Okay, either you're gonna get on this bus and go to this this FEMA camp, okay, which used to be a Walmart, or other places that, you know, built up for it. But, you know, these Walmarts are basically perfect, man. The parking lot, and they can put their little tents out there and everything else, you know, and have an extra facility too, man. Okay, my enemies chase me sore like a bird without cause. Okay, but there is a cause. It's judgment. Okay, it's judgment. Okay, as that song says, the final countdown. Verse 53. They have cut off my life in the dungeon. Okay, and that's what these FEMA camps is going to be, like a damn dungeon, man. Okay, he gonna, you know, he'll come over here, come to us. We got shelter, we got food, we got this, but it's also something you got to do to get this. You got to take this MARK. You got to, you know, pledge your alliance, your allegiance to this beast, man. You got to bow down to your oppressor. Okay? They have cut off my life in the dungeon and cast a stone upon me, a burden, man, a heavy burden, man, which, you know, 2/3 is going to rest upon our enemy, man, to receive the answer, to receive salvation. But the, you know, the hopeful elect, man, we're going to rest upon Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Point blank, period, man. So, you know, hey, man, get ready, man, because it's about to be way worse than it is now. Because you know, you can get you a little bit of box, you can go out here and get some food, you know, you can go to sleep. You're still able to, you know, to use money and everything else. You still have somewhat an illusion, a delusion, whatever you want to say, of freedom. That's about to be taken away very, very quick. Because don't forget what's going to happen in July, man. Okay? Don't forget. So, Lord willing, man, I hope and I pray that this is edifying, informative, and uplifting to the true, sincere Akiem wa Akwaf. Koholayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Radash, Wathawada, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Radash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.